Suck on that, Henry. Troll-ass mother humper.
I don't care what anybody says. This defense is elite, and it's going to be a problem for everybody in the playoffs. Yo, but the way, kick dig back here, and welcome to the Victory Celebration Room, better known as my garage, where we come out to smoke a cigar every time the Eagles win, which is just about every week. Now, we can't smoke a cigar in the house, because if we do, the wife will double moonwalk my ass, and you'll find me in a gutter of my own blood and urine. So we come out here, and we smoke a cigar each and every week. What can I say? What can I say? But again, we're out here. It is December, and we're out here, and we're celebrating another victory by the Philadelphia Eagles. And this one is a great victory, okay? It might not have gone perfect, but it is a big one because this gives the Eagles momentum going into the playoffs. They went to Buffalo and they beat the crap, I don't care what anybody says, against a really good playoff Buffalo Bills team. And now everybody in the NFC is going to have to pay. In the meantime, what we are going to do here is we are going to light this bad boy up. And who am I dedicating this stogie to? Jalen Carter. We do not win this game without Jalen Carter. He was dominant. He was the star you need him to be. He blocked an extra point that really gave us the game. And hell, Jalen Carter, Brandon Mann, the punter, deserves it because he was kicking boomers today. And that whole defense was really good. But I'm dedicated to those two guys today because they made big differences. Now, without further ado, I'm going to shut my ass up and I'm going to light this bad boy up. So let's get started. Another victory. It tastes so good when it touches your lips. What a game. What a game. Man. Hold on. Oh, yeah. What a game. I know how this is going to go. I'm going to do a victory celebration cigar. And I'm going to be happy. I'm going to talk about my team. And we're going to get the comments. Jalen Hurts stinks. The offense stinks. The Eagles are one and done. All this kind of crap. I'm here to tell you this. The Eagles ain't going one and done. Forget about it. They're going on a deep run, okay? Secondly, yeah, we all know what our flaws are, okay? However, this team, for all the complaining people do, they still beat good teams. They went into Buffalo today and won. That's not an easy task, okay? And then the people say, well, the quarterback didn't play great. The quarterbacks never play great when they play us because our defense kicks ass. And that's what happened. The first half, they dominated. They dominated the Buffalo Bills. In the second half, offensively, they fell asleep. And the defense eventually was going to get tired, and they did. And that's what happened. What the hell is that noise? Somebody's fire alarm going off? You see that plane up there? That's a plane. I can see the blinking red light. Otherwise, you'd be an alien. Let me say this. In all honesty, I can tell you, as long as I remember watching football, which is a long time, I'm 50 years old, I can't remember a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde offense to this extent. I've never seen anything like it, where you could come out in the first half, play really good, look really competent on offense. Then come out the next half and you can't do anything. I've never seen it happen to this level. To this level. I've seen it week to week, month to month. I've never seen it half to half like this. Not to this extent. Now, people say, well, Hurts isn't that good a quarterback. Did you see him in the second half? Yeah, but did you see him in the first half? Did you see some of the throws he made, some of the plays he made? You can't tell me that. I don't buy it. The only logical explanation, and I think this has been well proven over the last few years, is that when the Eagles get a big lead or they go up 2 scores, they get ultra conservative. I believe when the all-22 comes out and we look back and we look at the second half, I believe it will be confirmed then. The Eagles, and I said this in my stream thing, I'd rather go at half. I'd rather go to half 10-10, down 13-10, because they play completely different. When they're up big, they always stop. They always stop attacking. This is stuff that we heard A.J. Brown complain about. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, they've all complained about it. Now you're saying, well, what proof do you? Look at some of these games. Tampa Bay game, you're up 24-6 at halftime. Hurts was 15-17, 9-9 against the blitz. Nobody said he could beat. The second half, he doesn't complete a pass. Why? Because they stopped playing offense the same way. The next week, they play Denver, up 14 points with 8 minutes left. They lose a game, they choke the game away. Minnesota game, they were up big. Minnesota almost made a comeback. Okay? Then you get Dallas up 21-0. Then they take the foot off the gas. They lose. Then you look at tonight, same thing. This team gets way too conservative way too quickly. And it could cost them. It could be what kills them in the playoffs if they're going to lose. If the Eagles lose, I don't think they're going to lose a game because they were tied at halftime or losing at halftime. No, they're gonna lose a game where they were up big at halftime and then they blow it like these, because this has been a problem. To me, this is the coaching. They've got to figure it out. They do. They tell these guys, they tell them to take their foot off the pedal. All right, I mean, the last drive that Hurts has, he was 0 for 6. He threw 6 times, right? He comes out, first down. They run, 4-yard loss. Why? Because the Bills know they're running the ball. They got everybody up. Second down, they run a delayed draw. So now it's 3rd and 12. Then you tell Hurts to throw. You keep putting your quarterback at 3rd and longs. What do you think's going to happen? I'm not saying Hurts is perfect. I'm not saying he doesn't make mistakes. I'm not saying he doesn't have his flaws. We know those things. But this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, where the offense can look decent and competent for half and then all of a sudden be nothing, that's something more. That's coaching. That's philosophy. That's how they're attacking the half. And I believe all 22 will prove it again this week. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this is a very, very dangerous team that can beat anybody in the playoffs. Okay? And they're getting hot at the right time. It's kind of cold tonight. It's in the mid-30s. No, it's not super cold, but cold for around here. You know? But that's all right, because, here's my problem. Right? My wife, her friends are here for the night. And okay, friend came, brought the kids, are hanging out. Great. But it's like, all right, baby, you guys can talk, whatever. But you gotta say, I gotta turn in early. I gotta go to bed. Because I got babies to make. I got babies. I came in there after, what do you drink? Oh, tea. No tea. Here's some wine, baby. A little Merlot. You know what I'm saying? A little Merlot for $500. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it, but she could drink it. So we're getting it in her. I think we're going to make a couple of Jalen Carters tonight. I'm going for 3 babies. I think I get 3 past the goalie. Baby, this body was made to give you pleasure. Look at that. She knows. She's probably seen her get real weak in the knees. I'm good like that. I do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gotta celebrate a win. You know, I am the house plumber. Gotta make sure all pipes are never clogged. That's right. I'm going plumbing tonight. You know, matrimonial duties. But nah, the Eagles, I know everybody is more negative about what the Eagles did to collapse the second half, but I think it's fixable. That's the good news. The good news is if you stay more aggressive in the playoffs, if you stay, you treat a game at halftime, even if you're up 13-0 like 0-0, and you do it even for one more quarter, you play the same way you played the first half, you'll be fine. I mean, the other problem that they have, and this blends into the problem we talked about taking the foot off the gas, is they're very bad at adjusting to what a defense does, right? You come out, you move the ball, defenses adjust, and usually it's around the second quarter you see this. The Eagles never can adjust to the adjustments. It takes forever. And sometimes you're talking about like the fourth quarter before they get it going again, And then when they have a big lead, it's magnified by the fact that I don't think they care what other teams are doing. They're just like, and I know how Sirianni thinks. He goes, all right, well, I'm going to calculate the calculations of the cornbread. Well, listen, they got 2 turnovers, we got 0. We're up 13-0. And if we just play it out that way and play it safe, and as long as we don't turn over the ball, the odds are in our favor. The probability of 95.6% better than 3-Eye Atlas coming here with a mothership will take place, and we will win the game. That's how he thinks. Can't do that. You have to stay aggressive. Nick, if you hear me, my cannoli-eating coach, stop taking the foot off the gas so early. Stop it. Do it in the mid-fourth quarter. Do it when you got a couple more touchdowns. Stop doing it at the end of the first half. When did they start? I could tell you exactly when they started. The Eagles were down, getting a chance to score. It was a 3rd and 15 right before the half. They run a tight end screen on 3rd and 15. Like that had any chance to get home. So if taking a shot at the end zone, they played it safe for the 3 points. They were in that conservative mode. And everything changes when they do it. That's my belief. Now, if I'm wrong, and it's specifically the quarterback like some people think, then the only way we're going to know is when you change the offensive coordinator. Change the offensive coordinator, and then we'll see. But it ain't Jalen Hurts. It ain't the offense. It's the philosophy of the offense, how they do it with the diminished running game. Last year, a lot of times the running game masked it. But because they haven't been as good in the running game this year, and teams know what they're going to do, it makes it that much tougher. However, I'm taking the good, and I'm looking at the good here going into the playoffs, all right? And the playoffs, and the good is, this defense is a morump. They are what is that? I don't know what that is. One of these motherships is coming one of these days. It's getting close. I think that's another plane. But, so, anyways, as I was saying, this little necklace pricked me. As I was saying, this team right here, they're going to do damage in the playoffs, all right? Because they're gonna be more aggressive in the playoffs. They're gonna go for the kill shot in the playoffs, and I think we're gonna go on a run. And hey, the Bears lost. The Bears, I'm all out of whiskey, 'cause I lost my Trubisky. I know Philly was right to say that the Bears still stink, even though they don't have Trubisky. They stink. The Bears lost. Well, they don't stink, but they lost. Now, if the Bears lose to Detroit next week and the Eagles win, we get the 2 seed. That means we play Green Bay round 1, and we're guaranteed 2 home games. It's very possible. I don't think the Lions will lay down. I don't think Campbell will let them lay down. I think they'll come out fighting, and we need the Detroit Lions to pull the upset. And yes, that means you will play your starters next week. No doubt about it. And here's the thing. The problems with the offense in the conservative part when they have a lead is still a major problem. They got to be careful going to playoffs of that. However, the run game is starting to move. It's getting better. Okay, it's getting better. Even Barkley in that first half, he was much better. 60-something yards in the first half. Okay, A.J. Brown has been a beast. Devontae Smith is still who he is. And I think Jalen Hurts, he's a killer. Playoffs come, he's a different cat. Different cat. This playoff football is different than other football games. And you know what? The Eagles are built for it. Okay, I expect the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl. I do. I think they're going to the Super Bowl and winning it. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know who the hell's going to win the AFC. Who the hell knows? I mean, I can't get a good feel for the AFC. I can't even in some ways get a good feel for the NFC. I think that this is the most wide open playoffs that we have ever seen that I can remember, where you can go through pretty much all but maybe one team in each conference. And I could see them going. I could see it happening. It's possible. And the Eagles have to be included in that because the Eagles are the defending champs and they got the playoff experience more so than everybody but maybe the Rams and Stafford. I'll take it. I think we're going back. Oh, they're coming for me here. I didn't do it. Now, man, it's still cold out here. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, by the way. I hope it was great. It was cool for me. It was quiet. It was really on the quiet side. Watched Christmas shows, had eggnog. I enjoyed it, you know. It was fun. And this week we got New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I'll be taking probably a couple days off for that too. Probably have a pre-made video for the prediction video this week. But we got big games this week. Saturday, I think Carolina, Tampa, and then I think you have Seattle, San Francisco. Huge games for those divisions. We'll be streaming. And then Sunday, of course, Eagles and Bears unfortunately play at the same time. Now, I talked about the problems. And I tried to address it and get ahead of it. But even despite all that, I feel really good. I really like this defense. This defense is good. This defense can win a Super Bowl. There's a championship defense. And if the offense can just play like they did in the first half, I think we're going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. How about Jalen Carter? Right? We're wondering. Jalen Carter has a big look at good. Goes to get shoulder surgery. Comes back. Guy was a beast. A beast, okay? And that blocking of that extra point, that won you the game. So Jalen Carter makes a huge difference. That defensive line is better with him. And then how about Jalyx Hunt? I mean, Jalyx Hunt, he struggled earlier in the year, but he's developing, getting better and better, and he's a force, man. He's another force. This team is good. Jalen Phillips had a sack. I like this defensive line. I like where they're at. I like where our linebackers are at. Look, I'm not a big fan of Adoree Jackson, but he's even getting a little better, you know? Man, I love it. No UFOs, nothing. That 3-eye Atlas thing disappeared off the face of the earth. We don't even hear anything about it. Was it a scam? Maybe. Or is something going to happen? I think it's going to get to Jupiter and all the motherships going to open up and all sorts of craziness. There's a lot of craziness going on. Who knows? Poor Mark Hobbs has cried. The Blues. His team stinks. You know, I swear, I mean this. That dude loves Dak Prescott more than the Dallas Cowboys. He loves them more than the Dallas Cowboys. Excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. You know? At least with, like, you know, the Chargers game when the Eagles stunk it up. I said, Hurts stunk. He stunk that game. Okay? But Mark, he won't say it. Won't. Man. I don't see any UFOs. So right now the Eagles, division champs, 11 wins, and yeah, got to win versus Washington. They stink. And then you got to go take care. And it's a Kelly Green game, by the way, next week. You see all my colors for my permanent lights? I love my permanent lights. They're not going anywhere. I just won't be running them once New Year's comes. Maybe like 4th of July or something. Wait, I got baby making colors too. Like when they're making babies to let the neighborhood know just in case they hear screams and stuff. I got colors. I put the colors on. And that's it. They know baby making. The matrimonial duties are happening over there. Their baby's coming to town. Jalen Carter coming to town. And I haven't watched any of the post-game stuff. I haven't heard what Sirianni or Hurt says. I heard a lot of people were upset about it. All I could say is they needed to go on a winning streak. It had to start with the Raiders, right? One drive, then, one quarter, then a half, then a win, then another win from another game. Then you have the big game with Buffalo. And everybody said we were going to lose. And everybody said, well, if you beat Buffalo, then I'll think you're for real. They beat Buffalo. So we beat Buffalo, and then it's like, nah, you're not for real. You're lucky. It's so funny to me that I see all these high-powered offenses and stuff. They're all high-powered till they play us. Then when they play us, they can't score. Our defense is good. Our defense is really freaking good. All right? That's no joke. Anyways, yeah, Eagles win, man. And it's cold as a mother up here. I've been yapping for 20 minutes, so I'm going to let you go finish my stogie. And then, yeah, we'll get ready for the week. I'll be back for Monday Night Football. I'll let this video run during the day since it'll be out so late. And, yeah, we're going to talk Eagles. We're going to figure out what's going on. And we'll be good to go. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, Howie Vision, baby. We're all just living in it. Oh, you're still here? I thought you left it with Hope. That's cool. We're just finishing up a cigar. I was thinking about the Dak Prescott press conference. Did you see that? He actually does celebration video cigars too. Dak does. It's something like this. All right, here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the Dak Prescott celebration room where we come out before we're going to Cancun. Now, we can't sit on the couch in the house because if we do, the wife will call me a choker. So we come out here and we get ready with our boarding pass and we get ready with our towels and we get ready for Cancun where we can go and watch the Eagles in the playoffs. Now, I'm going to dedicate this cigar to somebody who helps us go to Cancun every year. I'm going to dedicate this cigar to me, Dak Prescott, the biggest chugger in the game. That's how Dak does his celebration videos. What are you going to do? Man, my damn garage is a mess. I got Christmas boxes. I got bags all over. I freaking missed the trash. I overslept. I forgot to put the trash. I'm going to have to probably go to the dump this week some point. Just too much shit. No aliens. Nothing. So, I don't know. I think it sounds like disclosure is coming and it's coming fast. That 3-eye atlas, they got us all worked up. Nothing. But what's next? What's coming next? That's going to be the thing. This what is it? Disclosure Day Steven Spielberg film? Let me tell you, that ain't an accident. I believe his Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I believe his E.T. I believe they're all stuff the government wants them to put out in soft disclosure format. Now, Disclosure Day coming out, this summer or whatever? There's something to that. Something big, all right? Pause. Oh, diddy. It's going to be interesting. No doubt about it. I got so much work to do in this garage. Jeez. Sorry, I'm looking at it thinking, oh my gosh. Got all this stuff. At least I don't have to take lights down. That's what I like. Now, I want to get more outdoor lights, actually. I like them so much, I think I'm going to get more. That guy came out of the house. He started walking his way. He saw Philly. He got scared. I don't blame him. I'm a beautiful man. A beautiful man. Man. You ever see like fire in the sky? That shit freaks me out. You know, I ain't scared of much. Like, it takes a lot to scare me. But planes, snakes on planes. Never watched that movie. And alien abductions scares the crap out of me. Where they got their bulbous fingers and put it in on like the 3 bulbous fingers and they put it in on the window and they're looking in with their big eyes. They don't say nothing. No expression. That gives me chill. I'll fight them things. I'll kick and scream. And then they got the grays, the talls. Do you ever see that UFO video? The best UFO video ever. It's the one in Turkey over the ocean or somewhere in Turkey, and it's like this thing is under the moon and it's lighting up the whole craft. You can see things in it. Freaky. What is that? What is that? I don't know what it is, nor do I care. Oh, it's a plane. No action going on tonight. Anyways, what are you gonna do? It's a crazy time. Oh, the light just went out. I better get going. All right. Well, with that said, I guess I'll let you guys go. I don't know. It's time to go. Time to go make babies. Let's be honest. Denzel Washington. Out. That's all, folks.
The brother screwed us.